Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, and it is Stash Buster, and it is July 2nd. And I do want to thank everyone who celebrated my early birthday yesterday. You kept me very busy this morning, putting orders through and all of that kind of stuff, so that was fun. Hi, Sandy. My actual birthday is tomorrow, but we will be closed tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. First time I've had 3 days off in a row in about 20 years when I haven't been out of town, so that's going to be kind of fun. And today is going to be, what am I going to take on my trip to knit, potential ideas. And it is going to be part 1 of 2 because the Norway sock yarn has not come in yet. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Shirley. Shirley, we were going to call you today. We have a whole bunch of new Amatami kits. They're on our website. We have frogs and swans and lions and horses and crabs and all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you check those out. Hi, Beth. Hi, Deanne. Like I said, the yarn from Colorado has not come in yet. Both Road Trip, Allie and I are tracking it. It's might be here today. If it's here today, you will have another live later today. I will show you a picture of what the yarns are going to look like. You can put in the comments what color based on the picture you would like, and I can send you an invoice. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Good morning to everyone. Hi, Sue. Let's see. Yes, this is Pearl Strings. It is made out of Zoe. We have done this sweater many, many times. It's one of my favorites because it is so light and airy, and it gets softer every time you wash it. Hi, Jean. So I'm going to show you a few projects that I might be working on my trip. You know, I have like 4-hour layovers in places, so I'm gonna be knitting somewhere, and then we're on the bus a little bit, and you need some brainless knitting for that. So one of them I don't have a sample of, but it'll be easy to explain. I thought I had one. I thought I could put my hands on it really quick, and of course not, because I didn't look until this morning. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. We are open today until 10 to 3. And please come in. We have cake. Joe and Lorena bought me a birthday cake, so please come in. Hi, Oriana. Good to see you. Good morning. And we have some new yarn that came in. We're going to be putting that out. This is Pearl Strings. It would take the same amount as the Caprock tee that I showed you on today's Thursday, Tuesdays Live. So watch the Tuesdays Live. And let me know if you want any of those. You can call the store anytime between 10 and 3. And we can pull an order for you, send you an invoice, do a credit card over the phone, whatever, or you can come in. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. Hi, Sherry. Lots of people on this morning. Hi, Judy, because I know everybody is waiting for the Norway sock yarn. You and me both. I am really biting at the bit for this. I really want to get started this weekend. So if you don't see me live again before 3 o'clock today, although I may have to sit here until it comes because one of them says it's coming, it will be tomorrow, probably around 1 o'clock, noon, something like that, whenever our mail guy comes in. So, yeah, one shipment is sent UPS, one shipment is sent post office. I think actually the post office one is going to get here before the UPS one. Go figure. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. Hi, Donna. Let me get started. I have a lot to talk to you about today. Yes, this is Pearl Strings. It is available on Ravelry. It is a top down. It is one of those sweaters that you can wear all the time. I made mine kind of big because if it's really hot like it is this week, I don't want anything form-fitting, but it comes in a whole bunch of sizes. So I am going to make this one again. But I may make that Caprock, and I'm going to show you the Caprock right now so you guys know what I'm talking about. Just in case you didn't watch the live, this is the Caprock T. Caprock T. It goes up to a 66. And hi, Deb. And I did do a blow-up picture. The pattern's available on Ravelry for $10. It's really pretty, and then it goes just plain. So, yeah, so that is really pretty. Great summer top. And we have lots of colors of Juniper Moon Zoe. So if you'd like to do that, just leave a message or give the store a call, and we can do that. I did work on my shifty last night. I did make a grave error. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't really paying attention, obviously, and mine isn't really kind of doing what it's supposed to, but you know what? It's going to be fine. I meant to bring mine in so I could show you what it looks like, the other one. This one I may just finish before I even go, but I was using the Earth Spiral Grain Sport. What you want are 3 colors. I kind of wish I'd done something like this. My colors are really close together. I'm doing shift 5. You want colors that, you know, when you do mosaic knitting, you want colors that don't go together. Hi, Kathy. So that's kind of the scoop there. Everybody says this looks really pretty. I'm not convinced, but I'll keep going on it. And it's basically you're working with 2 colors. Hi, Rachel. But only one at a time. So this was A and B, and this was B and A and C, and then this is A and B, I think. I don't know. You keep changing. I did flip the inside and outside of my ball. So you see it went from green, and then it went to, let me get up close. It went to this kind of bluish, greenish kind of color somewhere here. So I kind of mixed up my yarn because I didn't want it all to be looking the same. Personally, I think I should have just kept it the way she told me to do it. You know, but I'm not going to rip it out now unless I make another really glaring mistake, and then I will. So I suggest going by the way she says so that you have enough yarn, all that good stuff. But it's really easy. Even though I think I was out on my porch and it was 87 degrees yesterday, and the cat was laying next to me going, Mom, can you go inside? It's so hot. And I was like, no, I hate air conditioning. So I think it was just kind of one of those brain dead moments when you're out in the air conditioning. But we do have some fun kits available. These were on Tuesday night's live. It is the Shift, not Shifty, but the Shift from Andrea Mowry. It's on Ravelry for $7. It is a cowl, but it's knit flat. You sew it up later. That may or may not go because I might be done with it before I leave. So, but I like this one. We all made these back when Crazies were available. And that one is very heavy. This one is going to be much more lightweight. I'm probably going to get a lot more use out of it. So, that will be fun. Okay. So what else do I have to talk about? I did finish this sweater. I just have to always kind of bring up what I finished. Now, this is an interesting thing that people are doing, that designers are doing. They're having you do ribbing and then 2 rows of knit, and then you cast off. So you have this little edge. I think it's fine. I don't know if I like it or not, but it's fine. I've done that on 2 sweaters now. The Oxa was that way, and this one is the super simple summer sweater, stripey sweater from Joji Locatelli. They're both doing the same thing. I do like it up at the top. I think that looks nice at the top. It's just something I noticed that several designers are now doing. It must be the in thing. I don't know. One thing I am going to be doing is, I love these kind of things. This is a pattern from way back before COVID. 6-ply sock yarn scarf. You can tell it was before COVID because I haven't used a double point since about before COVID. And you use a 6-ply sock yarn, and guess what? We have a whole bunch of it. And this is like doing a sock with no heel or toe. Okay, so you do a little bit of ribbing, you knit till it's almost done, and then you do a little bit of ribbing, and it becomes a scarf. Okay, it's done in the round. I'm using one of our 9-inch, 10-inch circulars. I'm doing it on a 6. I have a whole bunch of these in stock, so if you want to do yours like mine, please feel free. I cast on the amount of stitches that I did originally, which was 48 stitches. You could do a little bit more. You don't want to do too much more because then you'll lose the pattern, but I love how the pattern comes out. Hi, Laura. Good morning. And it's just kind of fun. I would say cast on with a longer needle and then work onto this needle. If you're going to do it, it's harder to cast on with these little tiny needles, but it's just fine to work with them, I think. I also did start in the beginning of a repeat. I had started in the green and it looked stupid, so I'm just going to tell you that. So I just went here. It's a scarf. Who cares? This will block a little bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, it'll block about like that. It's on these little tiny needles. I was supposed to work on this last night. So it is about 4 inches wide, something like that. And we made 1 million of these a couple years ago. They're really fun for kids because they don't have to wear mittens. They could just put their hands in the ribbing part, and it keeps their fingers warm without being, socially inept by wearing mittens or gloves. You know how they go through that stage. This is our free pattern for today. And it's going to take 1 skein of this really, really fun yarn, and I have lots of colors. It is washable. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon, 413 yards. It's a little less than a normal skein of sock yarn because it's heavier. My original pattern called for a US 5. I was looser knitter then. And I'm using a 6, partly because that's the only needle I had at home was a 6. Yeah, everything else is being used. But let me tell you the colors I have, and if you put it in the comments, I can send you an invoice. I have 3292. That one's going to turn out like this. I have 3291. I have 3287. I have 3288. I have, the one I'm working on is 3286. And it looks just like the pattern. I have 3293, so if you want one that's a little bit more calm. I have 3289, and I have 3290. This is a perfect, if you're traveling at all, this is a perfect sitting in an airport. You have no needles to lose. You could do magic loop with this. That would be fine too. I didn't want to do too many more because then too many more stitches because then you'll lose your pattern. And if I did about 10 more stitches, my stripes would be narrower. So that's all I'm going to say. So those are 35. Perfect. It's one ball project. You can just kind of have that in a little bag, take it with you. And go from there. So that is our free pattern for today. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the yarn that is coming from Colorado. Isn't this beautiful? And if you want me to send you an invoice for it right now, they have real names, but I can't remember what they are. We're just going to call it gold, red, and blue. How's that? So gold is the one on the left, red is obviously the one in the middle, and blue is the one on the right. Okay, I'm going to there we go. Get out of the glare. These are going to have 436 yards. It is fingering. It is 75-25. You can make socks. It is going to variegate. But I love her little bit of speckles in there. I am going to do, okay, I'm just going to tell you gold, red, blue. Okay, gold, red, blue. I am going to make, everybody mentioned this, so I put this on the live, the minimalistic tee. I had this on Tuesday night. Everybody said, oh, I love your sweater. I want one of those. Well, guess what? This yarn is from 2019. Okay, they don't make it anymore. And it is the minimalistic tee. It is on Ravelry for $8.50. it goes up to a 62 3/4. And if the yarn doesn't come today, I may have to start it with the Lanes de Nord Cotton Luxe, because I think this would be really fun too, because this is a cotton, that was a cotton, and it's just a nice sweater. It's top down, it's easy peasy, it's a minimalistic tee. Now the one thing she does have is she does have a split hem. The super simple stripy sweater from Joji Locatelli also did. I'm not crazy about the split hem. It's okay. I may or may not do it again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to do, with these 3 colors, I'm going to do a fade for mine when the yarn shows up. But I may wind up doing one out of this yarn also, because I really just like this tee. It's just a nice one. I hadn't pulled it out yet for the summer, and it just fits nicely. It comes in a whole bunch of sizes, and for a 43, you would need 3 balls. For a 55, you would need 4 balls. From a 44 up to a 55, you would need 4 balls, and it's $112. Not a bad price for a tee, plus the pattern, which is $8.50, which if you've been watching us since COVID, you may have seen this one. You may already have this pattern in there. I knit this this sweater here on a vacation, so I thought it would be perfect for vacation type of thing. Hi, Jackie. So what colors do I have? I have color 1, which I wanted to show you. I've kind of pulled through. It has some oranges in there and some stuff like that. I have color 2, and this one is pretty much the whole thing is blues and greens. Very pretty. I have color 3, which does have some grays and some greens in there too, believe it or not. Doreen, you're not even watching the replay. You're watching me live. This is color 4, and pretty much all of the colors are showing on the outside. I love when it does that. And color 5 does have some darker olive in it. So this might be, if I have to wait till tomorrow for my yarn to show up, which may happen, I'm not sure, I may get started on making another one of these with the Lanes de Nord Cotton Luxe. We showed this with a different pattern, Anchor Summer Tee, and but I like it in this one, because it will. The reason I'm showing it is because it's going to stripe kind of like this. It doesn't have any real particular pattern. It's not a rugby stripe. It does its own thing. And, you know, even my sleeves don't end in the same color. I have one blue and one white. I just noticed that. So that should be a fun one. It is a top-down sweater. You can make it longer. So if you're a 44 to a 55 and you get 4 balls, you'll have plenty to make it longer. It's about 20 inches long, which is what I did on mine. I didn't make it super long. I want to say it's probably 22. So, but this pattern is $8.50. Oh, the yarn we're waiting to arrive, these are going to be 30 Forest Skein. 30 Forest Skein, it's normal hand-dyed fingering weight yarn, and it's just so pretty. This is why I'm like, come on, can't it be delivered? It was shipped last week, so that's why I'm like crying in my Cheerios. So the left one is gold, the middle one is red, the right one is blue. If we sell out, she already knows we will be reordering it, but I would probably try and get the first batch just so you can be fun. And you can knit along with me on my vacation. Now, I'm going to tell you, the store is open while I'm gone, and we're going to be doing, actually, I'm here next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't leave till Thursday. And the store will be open while I'm gone. Everybody will be here except for me. We won't have any lives while I'm gone. So I'm gone the 9th through the 20th. So you can buy things. I got you, Oriana. I will send you an invoice. And it is you won't have any lives, but we did this at Valentine's Day. We did kind of like 8 days of Valentine's Day or something like that. We are doing the Monday through Friday. We are going to be doing a deal of the day. A deal of the day. So how that works, hang on. I can't talk with the phone doing this. Hang on. Let me. Okay. So we're going to be doing deal of the day. What's going to happen is the night before, so Sunday night, you're going to get an email. And it will also be on Facebook on Monday. But you will get an email that says, hey, this is the deal of the day. And they're really good deals, okay? But it's only that 24-hour period. So, I got you, Sue. So that is that 24-hour period, you will get that deal. We will post what the code is for that deal. You can call the store, you can come in. It's while supplies last. So make sure you check that out. So you will get it the night before. It starts at 12:01 a.m. So if you're shopping online, you can do that. I had somebody shop online at 2 in the morning this morning. I know because my phone buzzes when you guys make an order. Anyways, that's beside the point. It was a nice buzz. I like those kind of buzzes. And then each day, Monday through Friday, we will have something completely different every day. Something might be because you bought something, you get something. Something might be you get a discount. And it's just for that day. So I think you guys will have fun while I'm gone doing that. I will be back my next live after when I show you the real yarn that's coming in. We'll have one this Tuesday. I have some new project kits for you and things like that. I have another travel project in case I finish something before I leave. Yes, we will continue shipping. Lorena will be here, so you don't have to worry about it. What we will probably do is with those deals of the day, if you would like us, we will probably just do all your deals and then ship the following Monday, okay? I will be live this Tuesday, and then I will be live on the 21st, okay? So I know you all will miss me terribly. I know, it's okay. But watch our page, watch for the deal of the day, and also I will be posting pictures of our trip. They're always kind of fun, and I will try and keep up with it this time. In Iceland, I just got overwhelmed by all the fun things we were doing and forgot to post photos. I kept saying, oh, I'll do it in the morning, and then we were off on a bus doing something else, so I forgot about it. I apologize. So that is my scoop. Yeah, that's all I have for today. Again, thank you for everyone who participated in our sale yesterday. I appreciate that. It was a great way to start the month. And don't forget about us while I'm gone. And stay tuned for the actual yarn. It will be either hopefully before 3 or 4 today, or it will be around lunchtime. I'm thinking tomorrow, because that's usually when our UPS and our mail guy come, is before 2 o'clock. And yeah, so that is my scoop. You guys have a great day. Happy July. Hopefully this hot weather will dissipate. We do have our air on. I really hate air conditioning, but when it's this hot, I do put it on. So yes, so come in, call us, whatever. I will send invoices to a couple of you who had mentioned you wanted some yarn. It will ship out on Monday. And that's my scoop. So if you need to see the actual skeins, it's 437 yards, 75/25 superwash merino nylon. It is fingering weight, and I guess that's all I have. 34th game. So, yeah, that's my scoop. Hopefully they'll come in. And because I have just been driving everyone nuts. So that's my scoop. You guys have a great day, and I will see you later today or tomorrow, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Talk to you soon. Bye.